No, no, no. The bank lady doesn't think you have a job. Okay, bank lady can suck my ass.
Here. So once again, no VTuber model for today.
No VTuber. I am the VTuber. Hi, it is me. I am the VTuber now.
Traveling around for the Labor Day holiday, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. If you are celebrating,
I know I sound manly. my balls finally dropped. Thank you.
it. But anyways, we're gonna be looking at another Reap What You Sow moment featuring ProZD.
Dude, I love this guy. I used to love him because he did like these funny skits and whatnot, and it was so good. But apparently, he's like a kind of like a little bit of dummy dim dum lately.
This is someone who has made comments about anime and the dubbing
funny.
scene and voice actors generally, and those comments have continued to haunt him for a very long time. Now, in case you're not familiar with who this guy is,
He had so many Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and it was so good. And I really liked him. And then he became just like kind of, I don't know. I think he was advocating that voice actors should always be the same, not nationality, but like race. Like, so like white people should be casted for white people, black people should be for black people, and Asians for Asians or something. I don't know. That's so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's nothing more stupid like that, because it's part of acting. The word acting is it. So it means that a gay person or like a black person or like an Asian person or whatever should be able to play any kind of fucking roles. You know? Like one of my favorite casting is the guy from God of War. You know, the one who played Tilk in Stargate? Oh my god, I love him. I fucking love him. But you know, the character he's playing is supposed to be like a white dude, so what else is he not supposed to play him? His voice is perfect for the role. Are you kidding? Okay, the new God of War. Dude, I love his voice. Oh, I melt. I love that guy. Boy.
He is someone who blew up on YouTube, where for years he made very successful sketches that are anime themed, and eventually,
dude, he has a great fucking voice. Oof. I loved him in Stargate too. He's just such a, he has such an, I don't know, he's just a very attractive guy, like inside and outside, and his voice is so good too. And also, I have so much respect for actors who actually dabble in games. You know, who become like, oh yeah, like I'm an actor, I was on the big screen, but I am going to be the voice actor for this. I think that's so cool. Like it means that they are like a little bit down to earth, like, oh, having a hee and a ha. That's so cool.
He got some opportunities in the anime voice acting dub scene.
I like that.
Now he's become a bit of a meme, especially.
May this future never find me when I will get the fucking soy jack caricature of me. Oh no.
Among anime fans because of his comments about the medium.
No.
While his virtue signaling on places like Twitter has gotten seal claps from members of his industry and some of the most annoying users on social media, a lot of other anime fans, specifically dub fans, are pretty annoyed with some.
Croc, can you make a soy jack version of Do not make a soy jack version of me. I will not survive.
Of his comments, especially the ones where he is very hypocritical. He is someone who has advocated for censorship of anime that he considers yucky or gross. And he's also made a lot of comments about authentic casting, which is a...
Can I just say that I'm so tired of like fucking normies coming and try to like censor anime. They are fighting against stupid shit like, oh my god, there was a panty shot in it. That's so bad because that girl is just like da 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 da. And I'm just like, I hate it that normies cannot make the difference between reality and fiction. I am so fucking tired of it that just because they see a cartoon character, they assume that that cartoon character is a certain way. And it's like, unless the cartoon character has tits that hang till their fucking knee, it's an underage girl. And it doesn't fucking matter what the logical age, or like, even if I would create a character, I actually, this like fucking happened. One of the girls I follow, very good artist, and she was banned off of Patreon because she made a picture of an adult character, but the adult character didn't have big boobs, right? And she got suspended for like, supposedly for like it being a child, but it wasn't a child. She was drawing one of the VTubers, right? Like one of the Hololive girls. And she fucking got suspended for it. And I'm like, what? It's so dumb. Didn't sound... Dude, after I saw that, even I went to Patreon and I deleted any girl that doesn't have big tits. I never draw lollies. I am not good at it. It's not that I am a hater. I don't hate lollies. I am just really not good at it. I usually prefer just like a normal, regular build girl. But like anything that had like less than a fucking C cup, I erased it. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not risking it. And I got into this like dilemma at midnight that what counts as big boob? What is the average boob size that the internet considers an adult female? And I was just like, you know?
Very, very hot button issue. Seems very basic in terms of how normal people react to it, but a lot of people are trying to virtue signal. They've been pushing this authentic casting thing for a long time, and ProZD is one of the people at the helm of that movement. Now, when there was a recent project announced, Knights of Guinevere, people were looking at this and then seeing the voice acting cast for the characters, they noticed one thing. ProZD playing this specific character.
Well, okay.
Now, you look at the two right there side by side. Uh-oh. Looks like their ethnicity doesn't really match up.
Uh-oh, someone is in trouble. Cancelled. Shadow banned. Yeeted into the deepest of realms of the Russian gulags. Yep.
Now, if you're not someone who advocates for authentic casting and, you're a normal person, you don't care about this. But the reason people are in the comments section like this, pointing out hypocrisy...
Love you as cool.
Love you too. Mwah.
It's because he has pushed for authentic casting time and time again, where he wants the ethnicity of the character to match the ethnicity
That's so dumb.
of the voice actor playing them. And this is something he was called out.
Did he really tweet that I can't voice white characters anymore? Dude, I don't want to believe that. Did he actually tweet that? That's like shooting yourself in the... Dude, being a voice actor is already such a flimsy job. And like, just doing that to yourself, like, why would you do that? It's like, we will all be taken over by AI anyway.
For about 2 years ago. He kind of fell on his own sword with this concept. This is why people are so fired up to see him taking this role. It all began with this situation involving a Bleach dub for the character Yoriichi, and originally this character was played by the voice actress Wendy Lee, who, as you can see, is a white woman, and she's playing a darker skinned character. Nobody cared, right?
How about, here, I have a hot thing. How about instead of hiring people by skin color to match the characters, we will actually hire someone who sounds good. I have listened to so many awful American dub. Okay? I'm sorry, but American dub is such a fucking hit or miss. Like, sometimes it sounds like that I wanna crawl out of my own fucking skin. That sounds reasonable. I know. Don't cancel me just yet. I'm just saying, like, it's not like you can see the person behind it. So whoever matches the vibe of the character, just let them take it.
She did the role for years. Everything was great. But then there was a recast where a different voice actress, Anaris Quinones, who has darker skin, then took over this role, at least very briefly. And people were making tweets like this, seeing one and one together and thinking, why would you needlessly recast the voice actress for this character when clearly Wendy Lee also wanted to reprise the role. What is going on here? Is this an attempt to virtue signal and promote authentic casting?
She's not even... Her hair isn't even black. She's a blonde woman. Her eyes aren't even yellow. Disgusting!
And eventually, citing complications.
The next level is going to be when the voice actresses will have to match their boob sizes to their real life boob sizes. And they're gonna be like, if you don't have dummy mommy titties, then you're not allowed to voice act. Okay? If you wanna voice act Lady Dimitrescu, you have to be built like a fucking thick bakery. A house, a unit of a woman. That's what you have to be. Yeah, no voice acting for me. It's very sad.
With scheduling and some confusion,
True.
They would give back Wendy Lee the role. So she would end up reprising the role, but people in the voice acting scene and their supporters were very upset about this, where people were crying foul, that there was something not right about this. And they're even pointing out Wendy Lee's reaction on social media.
The recast was already unacceptable, but this is just the fucking yikes on top. So Wendy Lee finally responded to the Anairis, I don't know how to say that, Yoruichi situation, and all she's doing is attacking the industry of people who are comforting Anairis after recast. Still amazed how transparently awful so many voice actors have been this month. Bro, okay, is it just me or voice actors are like a bunch of drama llama people? Every time I hear something and the word voice actors are in it, it's always a drama. The last time it was like the whole Genshin fiasco about like the union and whatnot. Or like, there was that one guy who got cancelled for like Sekuhara, but he wasn't really, but he was just accused to and he didn't know what to do. It's like, it seems so toxic. It's mostly ENVA. Well, yeah, of course. I'm talking about like the American ones, yes. Heyo.
Once she did get her role back, saying she was being insensitive to those comforting Quinones after the recast, and quoting a related post, ProZD would say the recast was already unacceptable, but this is just the effing yikes on top. Now, the last part is referring to what they believe are insensitive comments she was making about the situation, referring to Wendy Lee. But as you can see, the first part is making it very clear. He's implying that the recast, that Wendy Lee getting her role back, was already unacceptable. And reading between the lines in his support of authentic casting, the only explanation is that he thought she shouldn't play that role because her skin color didn't match up with the character. And this is something he made very clear in an interview around that time.
Do you feel like you're...
You know, the future, they're gonna go to these like voice actor casting competitions and they are gonna hold up like a fucking Pantone color palette. And they're gonna be like, okay, so Yoruichi is this color, so if I, no, you're too dark, no, you're too light, no, wait, this Pantone color, yeah, this kind of matches, yes. And that's the only way that anyone will be cast.
Your opportunities are limited? Do you feel like more opportunities would be open to you if you were, a white male, being by what you've seen so far?
Bro, he's so rotund. Was he always this rotund? Like, I swear to God, he used to have a neck. What happened? I could have sworn that he had a neck, and now he's just a bulb.
I definitely would have more opportunities if I were white. For sure. There's no doubt about that.
What? Really? Really? Like in the anime voice acting community? Really? Listen, if he would have said like, oh, it's like I don't know, normie fucking business thing, then maybe, but in anime? How is being Asian not stonks?
How dare a massive company somewhere across the world not bow to my claims?
True.
Oh. My character got recast to a newcomer with a passion?
Impossible.
How dare they hire someone not as qualified as I?
Very much.
Oh no, they're ruining our industry hiring people that actually do the work they're hired for.
Disgusting. Bro looks like a thumb. I think he might have gained a little bit in the neck area.
I mean, even comparing now to like, let's say like 5-10 years ago, it's definitely changed. Like, I think studios are.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't. The thing with voice actors is that most of the time you don't really feel what kind of person is behind it, right? Like, there are so many people who asked me whether I am Asian, and I'm just like, yeah, of course, and they just like ball with it and like, sure, you know, like. If I wouldn't know who ProZD is, like, he could be anything. I wouldn't fucking know. I don't think it affects your performance. Like, accents do, yes, because that, like, you know, tells you which country you're coming from, but, you know. Yeah, man, if he would be French, like a French Canadian, and he would have an accent, I would be like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't know if he was raised and born in America. I don't even know if he speaks, because I believe he's Korean. I don't know if he speaks Korean or Japanese, maybe. But like his English, okay, to my untrained ears, he sounds perfectly American to me.
Much more aware of, hey, we should, you know.
Are you a good actor? I'm an no. I don't think so. I don't think so. I wish I could voice act in something though.
Mind I comment that 90% of young male characters, boys, in anime are voiced by women.
True.
So, you gonna cast young men into those roles and start this, or is it all about color matching to a fictional character in a fictional world?
That's true. We need to get, like, the boys play Naruto now. True.
Cast authentically, you know. So there have been some good steps. We still have a long way to go.
So to make this very clear, authentic casting is something that's trying to force voice actors to only play roles where the ethnicity of the character matches their own. This is something that is so progressive, it is regressive.
I actually really hate it. I think acting is an art form, and you should let it. Like, I heard people doing, like, you know, when there is like a straight actor and they play like roles that is like, oh, you're supposed to be a bisexual or a gay person or something, and people get angry at it. But why would you? It's acting. Like, are you saying that someone who is, for example, gay, they don't have the right to play a straight role? Like, for example, in the Netflix show Wednesday, the guy who plays the monster, the Hyde character, he's gay. I had no idea. His acting was so fucking good, and I totally believed it that he was having a thing for Wednesday. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, that guy is amazing. Why would you not let someone actually act? Actually do how this art form was supposed to be? You're not a 500-year-old elf. We can't cast you for Galadriel. True. Just like Neil Patrick Harris. True, bro. Neil Patrick Harris plays the womanizer so fucking well. It would be a sin against society to deprive these people.
A lot of these people cite an attempt to even the playing field where minority voice actors will have more opportunities, but that is just not how it plays out in practice, especially in the anime industry. If you have, for example, a black voice actor, they are going to lose roles because of this. Yes, they will get priority on darker skinned characters, but that's only a very small fraction of anime characters. So in the dubbing industry, they're going to lose almost all of their opportunities. And that's something people...
I nominate Bao to take over all voice acting roles. And from now on, it will be only Bao. And she voice acts everything. The boys, the girls, the dudes, the dudettes, everything in between. Everything. She can voice so many. Yeah, dude, she has the, you know, I always want to call it Naruto. It's not Naruto. The Deku voice. She has the Deku voice. She can do it.
People are pointing out, I know, radical theory for people like this, but discrimination based on the color of your skin, especially with employment opportunities, is not good. But people like ProZD have been pushing this very hard, and lo and behold, he'd fall on his own sword. Where back in, I believe, late 2023, he lost a role because of authentic casting. This was
So fucking dumb. Oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm so happy
I wonder
that
what that fat ass would think about how so many young male characters in anime are voiced by women.
I don't know, man. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I am so tired of this like fake virtue signaling. I am just so tired of it.
applied against himself in this now deleted Twitter thread where he was told he cannot take an opportunity to voice a white character because he's, of course, Asian. And
Wait, he's not even reading. You're not reading it up. I have to read it up. I got an audition for prominent cartoon where I was just sent the Asian character looking through the rest. I told my agent, hey, I'm happy to read for this, but can I read for some of these others? To which I was told, all of those characters are drawn as white, so no. To add extra insult to injury, the character I got was sent labeled Middle Eastern, Southeast, and Southeast Asian because, you know, they are all the same, right? You can't just lump them into one. My agents told me that this is just how some major studios are doing things now. Dun dun dun! How the tables are turning.
Asian, and he'd be
Naysayers will go, oh, don't you want authentic casting? If your entire main cast is all white and you have one token side character who can apparently just be any type of Asian ever, this is not a level playing field. Really? So it always goes into one direction. I am Madge. This is not new for another show recently with a large cast of characters. I was only sent the audition sites for the characters who exclusively speak Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin. It's demoralizing, and as much as I love voiceover, the future looks bleaker every day. To be clear, this was not my agent's decision. They have sent me plenty of white characters before and have been nothing but being supportive. This is what they were told by people in charge of the casting show. Wow. So what you're telling me is that you didn't actually want authentic casting. You just didn't want the white people to take anything else, or like anything really. That's it. Yeah. There is some turntables, the time turning. Classic, el clasico.
very upset about this, even trying to deflect and say the naysayers will go, oh, don't you want authentic casting? And he continues on basically saying this is not an example of that and that the playing field hasn't been leveled, and just really playing the...
I'm gonna ask something really stupid, okay? But it's like really stupid. Has it always been like this? I feel like this like hating on people because they are like white or black or whatever. Like, I know that there was always to a level of racism because that's like part of human nature, but I don't ever remember this intense amount of hate towards like white people, I suppose. Maybe it's because I wasn't exposed to American news and like it's not as prevalent within Europe. But it used to be relegated to more normie college areas. I don't know. Like, I grew up in a world where it never occurred to me. Like, all these things just would never occur to me. This is literally in the EO. Is it? Asians usually don't like foreigners, that's true. I mean, I don't think anyone really likes foreigners. Like, does any country like foreigners? Except for America, because America is always a melting pot of things. But usually, like, especially if their countries have, like, their own languages and their own customs, it's hard to get a stranger. Okay, the UK is also sort of a melting pot of something, you know? But, like, if you go to a place, like, you would go to Greece and everyone speaks in Greek, and then you're just like speaking English, then they might just be like, ooh, well, maybe they don't always now. Germany loves foreigners. Good for them. Listen, if they are getting along, all the more power to them. But I don't know. It's a little bit. I feel similarly about how women are hating on men. I feel like it's almost like an unspoken truth that every woman hates men and blame them for all the wrong thing in life. And I feel like it's a little bit similar with like white people, that people just say that like, oh, they are just really the worst. And then they are just angry at them or something. You know? Poland don't like foreigners. I've been to Poland. They were really nice to me. And I'm a foreigner, so I don't know. Men die sooner because of women. No, men die sooner because you're a retard and you put your dick into a Dyson vacuum cleaner and shit, okay? That's why. Don't get it confused. It's not our fault that you perish very quickly. What? I'm just saying. Or, you know, when you look at some bullshit and you're like, oh, guess what my inside voice says? I can totally do it, and then you fucking can't because you just thought that you can climb the Mount Everest and you just freeze to death. Yeah, I know. You can't blame us, okay? I can't do. Okay, all right, buddy.
Victim in the situation once again. So looking at the entire scope, his continued support for authentic casting and weaponizing it against people he doesn't like. This happening to him back in 2023 was very ironic. People have not forgotten about this. So when he did go to Twitter and announce his role in this Knights of Guinevere series, people are now mocking him. And here's a great example of how these interactions typically go. Here's Madame Savvy saying, aren't you the blow-up pool ball who said you have to look
the blow-up pool ball? What does that even mean?
Like the character you voice? And of course... blocked. And this is something he's been doing forever. This has been the play, so to speak.
It means fat? Bro, that's what a way to call someone fat. Holy shit.
I got blocked as well for a different tweet that I briefly referred to at the beginning of the video, where he was talking about the anime series Made in Abyss.
Calls for censorship of anime, gets criticized, claims it was all a joke and wanting to censor anime is not censorship. Has he ever considered simply avoiding anime containing themes he doesn't like? What did he write? Can I get a One Piece-esque re-edit of Made in Abyss, but inside is just editing? That's okay. That's actually, Rev said such a good thing here, because I feel the same about Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss is such an interesting anime, but it fucking makes my stomach do a 360 inside of me, because it has such fucked up parts. But you know what happens? I don't go onto Twitter and tell them that they should censor it. I just simply don't watch it. I watched the movies and I was like, you know what? It's really good. I respect it, but it's not my cup of tea and I can't handle it. So I just don't watch it. You know? And that's it. And I moved on and I just watched things that I actually feel passionate about, and I let people who are into the fucked up shit enjoy it. That's all. It's a crazy concept. I'm so sorry, but the children, I don't give a fuck about the children. The children's future, it shouldn't be my fault. It's whoever had that fateful night with the cream pie. Like, what the fuck?
And he was making a claim about that, saying he wishes that parts of the show would be removed, referring to what he considers the creepy stuff. And then when he got major backlash for criticizing his own industry's tropes, he would try to say, oh, it's just a joke, and that anyone who has an issue with this is not normal.
I think if it's not illegal, it should not be censored. Does Made in Abyss has fucked up parts? Yes. Do I still remember some of them very visually, like I would be looking at a clip? Yes. Should it be censored? No. Is it illegal? No. Hello! Hello! Welcome, Raiders. Hello.
Normal and basically stupid.
Hello.
And I made a very bland post.
We are watching video about ProZD, who doesn't have a neck anymore because he's a bit rotund.
Not even directly interacting with his post, rather a screenshot, and I would get blocked. And I thought it was a very mundane thing, but it was too much.
Boom. you get a block, and you get a block, and Halo gets a block, and she cannot piss after ASMR anymore. Boom.
That's been the play for him, is to block anyone who criticizes him one way or another, and that has been confirmed again.
Dude, I missed out. I could have go to Twitter and call him a cunt. Maybe I would have gotten a block too. Much.
Just before recording this, he did make a response to everything going on with the current series he's voicing in, and he says, "Hey all, this will be my last tweet on this platform. I will no longer be using Twitter after this. If you look at the replies on my latest announcement tweet, you'll see a lot of comments like this. This has been going on for years now, and while the normal procedure has been to block and move on, I truly don't think Twitter is worth it anymore. In the past, I have expressed that I think diversity in casting is important. It's a complicated topic, but at the end of the day, I will stand by this. I think it's important for voice actors to be given equal opportunity. And I think there have been positive changes on that front. A lot of bad faith arguers."
But if you restrict the cast, if like let's say that you have an anime and it has like 6 white people and 2 black characters and 2 Asian characters, how is that equal opportunity if like the black people cannot be casted for the white characters? What? How? That's why? How? What? Hello? That's so stupid. Oh my god. Like how can he even write it down to the same sentence?
Have tried to paint this as me saying things I never said. And of course, we're going to read the part 2 of this, but we know he's not just promoting diversity. In fact, authentic casting that he has made very clear is something he supports.
Did he ever consider advocating for blind casts where you get neither name nor photo of the VA, but just pure vocal skills?
That's what should be done.
Wouldn't that significantly level the playing field? Or would that not match the agenda?
I still to this very day, I don't understand why they don't do hirings like that. Just based on purely on skills. No names. I would even take gender out of the occasion. I would just get like the accomplishments, no names, no gender, no photos, no nothing that could be discriminated over. And you just look at simply the achievements, or you make them do like a test without names or anything. And you just like number it like 1, 2, 3, 4, and whoever's test is good, that's who you hire. Easy.
Does the exact opposite in practice. We all know this. It's ruining a...
I would keep sex for the VA. Well, okay, why? If there is like a woman who can play a guy's role, because like let's say that it's a twink fanboy guy and needs a more feminine voice, then it doesn't matter. School hiring based on skill, that's crazy in the year 2025. It might be. I don't know, man. Maybe.
Naturally, very organically diverse industry where your looks shouldn't matter whatsoever. It's just the quality of your voice acting skill. But anyways, he continues on saying, "I've been reluctant to address this for years because I know a lot of these people will not listen to reason no matter what I say, and I have not wanted to add to this ongoing drama. Twitter especially is a cesspool for hatred, and it's been awful these past few years, but I think it's important for people to know that this has been happening. This is the last time I'll comment on any of this. Goodbye, Twitter. You truly suck."
I'm sorry, I was just reading the fucking comment. Aren't you that fat? I don't even know this word. Retard who said people should only voice their own race. That's not an Asian. I don't even know that word. What the fuck?
In Italy we do this for voice actor, and our voice acting is incredible now, and sometimes we keep the same voice for the same actor in different series.
Pug. I will say German voice acting is so good. I don't know why, but the German voice acting studios are really fucking good.
And he gives 3 examples.
Dysgenic, exerting a detrimental effect on later generations through the inheritance of undesirable characteristics. Jesus Christ. Wow, that's a handful, mouthful.
Examples of cherry-picked comments, most of them with only a few likes, where they're saying things about his race.
I lost at least 5 brain cells. It was a big sentence.
Obviously, very aggressive comments, but he's cherry-picking these responses to make it sound like he is the subject of...
Also, can I just point out, this is like when girls bitch about, like, oh, that I can't play Counter-Strike playfully because the boys pick on me. You're on Twitter. Of course you're going to get hate. There's just like a bunch of retards commenting anything and everything because they are anonymous. If you don't want to get hate on Twitter comments, then just don't tweet things that are divisive. Just say that you had a nice fat burger and then you had a thick shit or something. I don't know. Just literally, I still remember there was one opinion. It wasn't even opinion. It was more like a thought I tweeted out years before. And everyone and their mother just called me stupid. And they were like, "Screw, you're naive, you're stupid, you're a dumbass, you don't know shit." And I was like, okay, this was the first and the last time I ever wrote anything out. I erased it, and ever since, never again. I just say shit like, I don't know, nya nya nya. I killed a plant, blah blah blah. That's it. I mean, you are stupid, but what was the tweet? I'm not going to tell you. It was a tweet I don't want to talk about. I still don't think that it was that much of a hot take, but everyone jumped on me, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. Again, we don't want to talk about it. No plans.
Racism, like that's the only thing going on here. Now, this is part of the reason why I always say this type of stuff detracts from the real criticism. This stuff serves as an opportunity for someone like ProZD to show these comments and say, oh, it's because...
But Screw, you have the blue check mark. You receive money if that happens. Do you know how little Twitter pays? Like, even there was like 1 month when I got like multiple tweets up to almost 100k likes. And I don't know how many millions of views. And I got like $30. And it wasn't just one, but like 4 or 5 tweets. And I was like, oh, okay. That's... Damn.
These people are racist. They're just, acting outrageous. They're doing these things while deflecting.
You could buy Silk Song with that. I saw that everyone is losing their marbles because Silk Song is only going to be $20. And they're like, no, please. I want to pay more. I will only buy it for 40. Nothing less.
All the valid criticism people are actually giving.
I think
that's
it's
why
tomorrow.
You don't give people like ProZD a chance to play the victim, and that's what he did immediately. He doesn't address any of the criticism about his support of authentic casting and how he is quite literally violating his own principles by taking this role. Rules for thee, but not for me, is really the way to sum this up. And also, people were also pointing out that authentic casting wouldn't even support other people playing in the show, but anyways, I think you really get the point. That's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
What a shame. That is